Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Risk of Rain 2, where today we're playing as this is a very weird thing that's happening here. I really appreciate that this plant has spores, I guess, that kind of look like eyes. It's very humanizing. That aside, everything that's going on here is very unsettling. So what is the deal with Rex? Well, first of all, he has these natural toxins, because when I look at this, the first word that comes to mind is natural. So certain attacks weaken enemies, reducing movement speed and damage by 40% and reducing their armor by 20. Yo, that seems really powerful. Our left click is fire 3 syringes for a lot of damage. Last syringe weakens and heals us. Seed Barrage costs 15% of current HP, not max. Launches a mortar into the sky to do lots of damage. That sounds fun. Sonic Boom pushes away all enemies hit and pushes you backwards if you are airborne. Does that need to be keyworded? Are there a lot of effects in the game that Sonic Boom? And then also it weakens people. So it pushes you backward only if you're off the ground. And then Tangling Growth costs 25% HP, fires a flower that roots people, and heals us for every target hit. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of adjusting to. Also, weird that the secondary is the the one that's unlocked. So complete an entire teleporter event while under 50%. Never go above. And kill a clay dune strider on abandoned aqueduct by throwing it into a pit with your Sonic Boom, presumably. Okay, well we'll see if that looks like a feasible thing to do. Yeah, this seems like it's going to be kind of a weird one. So we have some abilities that cost health, we have some things that heal us. If we were going to try to... we are adorable, though. If we were going to try to use a... oh, we have, like, no mobility, though, right? Oh, hold on a second. That's my sprint? Interesting. Am I actually... Ow. I was gonna test there if I was actually, like, immune to his laser on account of being underground, but he does not want us to test that. Okay, so when you fire while turning, it really does, like, the 3 projectiles do not all go to the same place. Interesting. Alright, it doesn't take very long for that mortar thing to come down. Can we use it on... Yeah, okay, works just fine on flyers. So the icon for, this is our root thing. Oh! Okay, I like the way it grabs and pulls in flying enemies. This guy has some cool stuff. So the icon for weaken... Oh, God. Wow, I can't believe we didn't fall off there. The icon for weaken sort of looks like a poison. It makes me think that there's going to be more damage coming over time, but that is not, in fact, how it works. So let's test out this Sonic Boom thing. Kabam! Okay, that's a fair amount of pushback. We're going to try it in the air in a second here. I do not feel like we are very fast when we sprint. Okay, that's neat. I dig that. What are you doing? So there's like almost no cooldown on those mortars. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna take a minute to adjust to this guy's kit, but it seems really good. I can definitely see how you would be able to maintain your health under 50% for the entire teleporter event, even while constantly healing, because you sure can spend health quickly with that mortar. Ooh, red right off the bat. Interesting. Oh, this would have been a good time to test if that laser could hit me while I was sprinting. Killing enemies surrounds you with an ice storm. Alright, here, we're gonna provoke this dude into shooting fire at us. Okay, yes, you are not underground in any meaningful mechanical way, it is just art. And here's my snowstorm. It's very small. You guys get to go over here, and then I snowstorm. Ah, oh wait, I gotta kill something to get my snowstorm back up. I'm gonna die. I'm trying really hard to heal. Okay, so the snowstorm damage is, fine. It's not awesome. This guy's gonna take a little bit of work. Also, in a sense, it's kind of a bummer to to die on a run where you just got a red item, but that also does not necessarily seem like a very good red item for this character. Because I don't think we're generally going to want to be that close to stuff, especially since we have very limited escapes. I could probably have Sonic Boomed my way out of that. So when I'm just pointing at an enemy, sometimes the mortar seems to drop directly on them, and sometimes it seems like the cursor reads through them to the ground beyond, and it drops the mortar there. So I have to be careful about that. This seems like a really cool character, though. And I appreciate how imaginative and weird it is. Alright, extra charge of mortar seems like 0 value, right? Because we already were basically able to fire the mortar as often as we wanted. Get in there and get mortared! Yeah, okay, that feels pretty good. I'm gonna try to push him off the thing. Get out of here! Aw. That's a shame. That was very close to working. Alright, so we're gonna have to use this thing a lot. It's very expensive. It feels like a lot of health. I hope you all understand that I am going to die a lot with this character. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of this particular equipment. It feels like it basically is never useful. I guess if you got frozen at a bad time, but there's not really a lot of, we're just, like, not gonna be able to get up here, huh? A lack of vertical mobility is a consistent problem. I wonder, hold on. Okay, that gave us some distance. Oh. For a second there, I thought we could climb walls, but it looks like it's just there was a tiny bit of ground that was horizontal enough. Okay, we should probably figure out where the teleporter is. That's a pretty goofy method of locomotion. Yeah, I don't know that that's actually much faster than just running, frankly, because you gotta execute the turnaround and it breaks your sprint to do it. Alright, so break our fall with that thing. Yeah, that works. A little Sonic Boom as a treat. So are there any... Okay, there's a battle shrine over there. I'd really love to just like grab a chest and do the teleporter event, but there are not a lot of conveniently placed chests. Okay, that does stun. I mean, honestly, we may as well turn this on. Okay, Leech Seed, probably pretty good for us in the long run. Not going to be so good for keeping our health level underneath 50%. I'm not going to stress about the achievements too much, though. If the Dune Strider thing comes up, we'll go for it. But aside from that... No, that's a small chest, and there's not, yeah, there's just like nothing to spend our money on over here. We got all this money so quickly. Okay, well that's something over there. I do wish that we had just like just a little bit more movement speed. Take that. Like healing items are really not what we're after here. Alright, glad to see that the mortar is not interrupted by things being above the target, because there are some spaces in this game where that would be a real problem. What items are we really looking for here? Like, what would be really good for us? I honestly don't know. Give me random. Okay, that's... I'm never excited to see a firework, but it'll have to do. into the area. There we go. I do like the sonic boom is just like a repulsor to keep enemies off of you. That's pretty cool. I was kind of hoping... wisps get pushed so much by so many different things. I was kind of hoping that hitting them with that would just, like, send them to the moon. Use my sonic boom to blast a wisp all the way to the Shadow Realm. Okay, let's grab this. Not necessarily a huge fan of that. And I do like the fact that we can fight him just fine from like around a corner. We can be behind cover and still be dropping mortars on his head very easily. Okay. Problem solved. Turns out, combat's easy if you can cheat the lines of sight. It is definitely going to take a little while for me to get the swing of using this guy, though. For me to figure out full effectiveness. Because, you know, I'm so good at using the other classes to their maximum effectiveness. Oh, I should probably go get my item, shouldn't I? Alright, so it looks like you can actually hit an enemy with the root seed. That's good news. Yeah, neat. It's all the best elements of a plant character and a robot character. It's the perfect hybrid. There's something to interact with over there, but honestly, I don't know that we'll bother. Yeah, let's go check it out. I have so much money. I mean, it's not the end of the world to end the level with a bunch of money. We're gonna use our sonic boom to clear this. Nope. It does not take you anywhere near as far as I would like. All right, so I'm gonna want to prioritize movement speed. I feel like this guy is unbearably, interminably slow. There is some kind of printer up there. It looks like it's an attack speed printer, maybe? And that looks like it's probably just a turret. Nope. Print me something cool? Oh, it's sprint speed? Honestly... if it was a goat hoof, I'd do it. With just sprint speed, I don't know that I want it over a war banner or a monster tooth necklace. If there was a scrapper around, I would certainly scrap the extra magazine, and we would just take it. So a little bit of an inauspicious beginning. But on the whole, I'm pretty excited about our capabilities here. This guy feels real cool. We got to get some goat hoofs or something though. Also, leaving the first stage with 2 gunner drones is nice. Feels like it could solve a lot of problems. Is that a golden statue? It is. All right. Well, we know what we're doing. $4.99. I can make $4.99 happen. I really like the fact that the roots will grab flying enemies. That's super nice. Okay, this'll help. It feels like this character does not have, like, a lot of the glaring weaknesses that the last couple of our characters have had. I guess, like, mobility is a real issue. Let's get this battle shrine under control. I do wish that our gunner turret had spawned in a little bit closer to us. How's that going to work? Is that going to root him from the wall? Or no, actually it looks like it made the thing on him. Yeah, the plant can be on large enemies, I guess. You know what? Sure. Show me a lunar thingy. An effigy of grief. Okay. Yeah, I can see that being useful. I must resist the urge to buy thing. Oh, this. Hello, scrapper. Let us scrap you. And do I want to... Maybe I'll hold on to everything else for right now. Poor drones are on fire. I guess let's head this way a little bit. Hopefully we can get some enemy spawns while also finding some enemies that may have already spawned over here and then just double back. Oh, also this. Also this is good. Yeah, I really love the way... This was true in the first game as well. I really love how good Hopoo is at designing characters and items such that like the mechanics are not overwhelmingly complex, but things really feel different and your evaluations are really different from character to character with the various items. There are some things that are going to be really exciting for us that I would not usually be excited to take. Let's go hit this. And then it turns out there's a lot of stuff still to buy on this level. So I think this drone up here has got to be our next goal. So I'm not exactly sure what the right way to use an effigy of grief is. Obviously, this is a bad idea. Obviously, we want to drop it and then... We want to wait until we know where the boss is spawning and try to drop it on the boss and find ourselves a spot where we can be reasonably effective against the boss without actually being inside of it at all. Do we have any idea where the teleporter is? These guys all together. Ah, yes, it is this way, in fact. I guess the effigy of grief is going to be a little bit bad for poor Aurelian, though. Once we have recruited him, he's going to suffer the negative effects of our effigy during boss fights a lot. I mean, we don't have to hold on to it. Lunar equipment is really nice to have because you can just decide to stop suffering from the negative effects of it. All right, take this. Did I drop it? Cover. Okay. I honestly can't tell. What I can tell is this boss is getting very wrecked, extremely wrecked. Armor reduction is a really powerful thing. There are not very many items in the game that allow you to reduce enemy armor for a reason. Because it is just a super powerful thing to be allowed to do. So where's the effigy? Did it run out? Or oh, does it like shoot out? Yes. Okay, I thought I was gonna. The wording on the item says drop, right? I thought it was gonna just like a grenade, right? Apparently, it projects quite aggressively. So there are definitely some items that we want to run over and grab before we hit the teleporter. Let's see a couple of chests over here. And early Aurelia Night makes me feel like this run has a chance, and I think our character is cool and powerful, but we are definitely going to have some problems with certain bosses. In particular here, I'm thinking that, like, we're probably going to have a real hard time avoiding one of the final boss's mechanics. I guess we'll see. We'll see how things turn out. You know, at this point, a run where I get to the final boss on camera would be would be a victory unto itself. I definitely left chests in the initial area. I'm definitely playing too slow for the number of items we are getting, though. Like, we are not really scaling up very much. Let's hope that this area turns that around. Okay, that's fine. So shields in the first game worked a lot like shields in every other video game, which is to say that if you just stop taking damage for a couple of seconds, all of your shielding recharges instantly. So in that way, it can be a lot more powerful than... yeah, definitely open this. It can be a lot more powerful for long-term survival. Ooh, I do like a lightning strike. Than just like having a high health pool, because health regenerates in a very different and much slower way. If you got enough personal shield generators, I imagine it would be quite significant. Oh, I wish we were faster. Oh, I did a bad job. There we go. The resonance disc. Okay, this thing's a little bit weird. It is just going to, you know, I will give this our scrap. A syringe is probably okay on this guy, right? For keeping the weaken up and everything. Let's get in that portal. This equipment is very in character for us. I really like the sprint animation. That's really cool. Alright, so we know the deal is here. We just gotta make a bunch of money, then turn all the things gold, then shoot the giant gold boss 1,000,000 times. Boy, that has some range. Trying to be a little careful with it, but there's a real strong feeling that I should just spam the hell out of the mortar. So this resonance disc, as we deal damage to enemies, you can see it's charging up, and when it gets charged enough, it will just oh, these are dead bodies, not recoverable drones. When it gets charged enough, it will just take off and obliterate stuff. And I don't really know. I don't think you have a lot of control over it. It just kind of does its thing. And all you can really do is just keep shooting stuff. So the fact that you have no control over it does suck a little bit. But man, like sometimes it goes off and it just obliterates a whole huge crowd of enemies. I bet if you got good at understanding it, you got good at eyeballing when it was about to go off and how it likes to do its targeting, you'd probably make some stuff happen. For right now, it remains a mystery to us. Okay, that seems pretty good for me. Now, let's see how much the beacons take to turn on here. 129 each. Alright, so we're going to be here for a minute. Not exactly excited. This is an item I am never excited to see. So I still don't really understand the mechanics. We got an achievement for killing him without any of the beacons turning off. Still don't really know... Oh, that's a friendly turret. Still don't really know the mechanics of the beacons turning off. Also, I'm going to level with you. I forgot that the boss spawns halfway through turning the beacons on. Wait, where did I... There it is. Why did I think it was over here? I really, really, really love having this many turrets. Or, this many drones, rather. Alright, let's go mess this boss up. We're just gonna tank through his laser. Never stop shooting stuff. Oh, don't stand in that. Yeah, I mean, the damage output is not, like, it's not very difficult to run. This is just one of those things where you have to remain in control, because if you get yourself into a bad situation, you really don't have any way of getting out of it. Seems like he probably drops this every time. Okay, did we see any additional chests around here? I don't think so. I think we're good to go. This was definitely worth the detour. Also, worth noting, the timer's not actually running in here, so this place is just like a source of free XP. I don't think I realized that previously. Means we can look around, but... I mean, is there a place where there could be another chest secreted away? I think the last time we were on here, there was a chest pressed up against the side of that pillar, exactly where the chest is this time. So I wonder if everything in here is the same location all the time. If we get up there. Probably not with this guy, but maybe with the, maybe with one of the characters who can fly a little bit. I think we're probably cool to just go. Alright, so we have a whole lot of extra guns. We have an Aurelianite to serve as a distraction. What is that? Shaped glass. Ooh, that's the glass. I'm going to not take that. I know what that one does. That one makes you into a glass cannon, and it's a real easy way to die. I do not think the extra damage output is worth the likelihood that I would get us killed with it. No reason not to just use the lightning every time it's off cooldown, right? And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm feeling pretty strong here. I think we can probably just activate the teleporter as soon as we see it. We gotta keep scaling, but we gotta limit their scaling. Probably pretty alright. Looks like it's over here somewhere. I do not feel like I am using the sonic boom very effectively. It stuns, that gives it a nice niche, but it sure doesn't seem like we want it to be part of our general damage combo. Does it? Oh, I can't test that on you. You're friendly. Okay, it does apply weaken on all of the enemies that are hit, so I guess that's like the niche, right? Is that you use it to apply weaken to a group before mortaring the entire hell out of them. Take advantage of all this cover. Let's get too much health back. There we go. Alright, Aurelianite, my friend, you have done some fantastic work here today. This is not one of my favorite items. So we still have lots of places where there could be chests. We'll do a quick circuit after the boss fight ends. Alright, well that's not very compelling. A lot of the enemies are dead already by the time I see them. Also, for some reason, all of a sudden I'm real bad at shooting wisps. Alright, we definitely saw a chest over here in the icy red clutches of the boss. If we feel like we acquire an advantage, I feel like we should push that advantage. Orange, huh? That's the flight item. Hold on, we'll come back to this chance shrine in a second. Let me come over here and hit some chests that are guaranteed to give us something, and then we'll roll the dice. I don't know that I want to open any equipment chests. Like, I know that this particular piece of equipment is not particularly clever, but I think it gets the job done. It is good enough. And I cannot wait to play Loader. Just, when I am playing classes that are not Loader, I miss the mobility so much. Everybody else feels so slow. Even other classes that have mobility stuff, I'll take one of these. Where are those going? Oh, there's like there is an imp over there, I think. So here's the glass, here's some barrels that we could shoot lightning at if we felt like that was a good idea. And now I guess it's chance shrine time. Okay, that I'm cool with. Trying to think, is there an equipment that I would be happier to see? I guess now that we have a fuel cell, being able to save up 2 Prion accumulator charges and just mega burst the boss is pretty good. We got 2... Alright, apparently this stage only gives equipment. It's like 10 equipment chests, and on top of that, the chance shrines only pay out in not even equipment, but bad equipment. Solely bad equipment. I do feel bad that the Aurelianite seems to have died horribly for us. I mean, somebody had to, and it sure wasn't going to be me. But still, I feel bad. We don't have anything particularly powerful going on here, equipment-wise, I don't think, except for the resonance disc, which will sometimes just randomly go nuts and blow everything up. Are you an elite? You are an elite. You get the lightning bolt. Everybody gets the lightning bolt. You're getting a charge of lightning like every 10 seconds here. There are probably a bunch of those mortar dudes already spawned, because there almost always are. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in this area. It'd be, yeah, really nice if just like a whole lot of enemies would spawn so we can make some money. Oh! Also a boss. Also a boss could spawn. Try not to step in the bleed circles. Dropping these on him. I'm assuming that the rooting effect, you know, maybe it is working. I was going to say, I'm assuming that won't actually fire on bosses, like they'll still be able to move if they want. And I mean, obviously this guy has teleportation. But, no, it seems to hold him in place just fine. That feels real powerful. Is this guy secretly the character I've been waiting for? Just go push you into the mortar range over there. Hey, look at that. I used the sonic boom to actually do a thing. Yeah, we are definitely taking mortar fire. I don't much care for wax quail or wax quail. So, give me something else. I guess the wax quail does give us a little bit of improved movement. I don't think you actually end up moving all that much faster by doing sprint hops with the quail than you would by just sprinting, though. It just makes I think it just makes jumping not kill your momentum as much. Right, I definitely want to come back up here and get this drone because we are living in a very drone-heavy strategy right now. Where was that drone? Unfortunately, there's a lot of things over here that kind of look like drones. There's a lot of rocks on the ground. Sort of look like drones. And my memory is such that I cannot... No idea. No idea where that drone was. Well, I mean, listen, we'll live without it. We will survive. This is actually a pretty good spot for our turret to have spawned. Also, I'm a little surprised that turret is still alive. It's been like a couple biomes. This is where it was. But I guess it keeps spawning in out-of-the-way locations. That's just a turret. I don't care about that. Yeah, attack speed seems very solid on this dude. Do you have any reason to believe that the... I think that the teleporter might be in the back tunnel here. Let's go find out. No, the back tunnel is closed. I guess maybe we're just too far away from it to see the embers. There are a lot of visual obstructions, and also this whole place is kind of ember colored. And also the whole place has just ambient embers all the time. So yeah, maybe it is over here somewhere. By the time that guy figures out who is shooting lightning at him, he will already be dead. Ah, yes. Here we are. Well, I think let's just go ahead and hit it, because we're losing time all the time. And I feel powerful enough. And then there's a Lemurian, and I immediately wish that I had not done that. Oh, the disc looks angry. Soon. Soon and forever. Oh, hey, I'll take a ukulele. Sure. Quick mid-combat ukulele purchase. Pretty standard in action video games. I think I fired the seed right through him. Okay, one Titan down pretty quickly. I'm just gonna, again, have to out-damage his thing. Out-heal his thing. Fortunately, having all this attack speed actually doesn't make it that hard to do. Let's drop some mortar fire. Ooh. I am pretty happy with the items we're picking up. Yeah, screw that guy, for sure. Good looking out there, turrets. Can I damage myself with my own mortars, I wonder? That's the thing we will test as soon as combat is over. So as soon as I don't need to actually be wary of enemies killing us. Alright. No. The impact of the mortar does not deal any damage to us. That's kind of what I expected. But you could certainly see them going the other way. Alright, are there any other chests in visual range around here? We checked the upper area. The tunnels in the back end are not open. I love this lightning capacitor. Those are open already. Yeah, I think we might be good. I think we might have bought the level out already. There is still like one upper shelf region. Yeah, that we could totally hit. Sure, welcome aboard. Additional gunner turret. I'm driving right past you anyway, may as well. I think our previous gunner turret has actually been doing some okay damage. It has been getting some things done. Well, looks like we're going to get one box out of this detour. And we should probably just hit this and turn around. Okay, I feel like we are going to have access to the frenzy a lot. I'm pretty sure frenzy just means get a lot of attack speed. I mean, it definitely and very obviously means get a lot of attack speed, but I don't know if it also does anything else. Ow. Did my sonic boom just a little bit late there. Oh hey, this is a drone. Oh well. We could have had an even bigger army. I am always going to regret not having purchased that drone. It'll be the last thing I think about on my weird robot plant deathbed. Take this, distant Lemurian. I mean, like, let's be honest. This guy is going to be a problem when he gets over here. I'm trying to lead him. Let's just start working on him now. I'm actually doing okay damage. Oh yeah, I could totally be mortaring him, huh? I suppose for clarity's sake, it's good that it does the red damage flash when I damage myself by using my ability, but it always makes me think that I'm getting hit by something else. Alright, rooting of limited value against teleportation. I suppose that's the thing we knew. Oh god. Oh god. Fire zones. Stupid mushrooms. Okay, I need to disengage for a moment. Let's get some health back real quick. Yeah, the mushroom guys can kill you with a fire zone so quickly. I have no idea what my lightning just hit. It went to a place that I did not think was the place that I shot it. Oh my god, the game is so much easier when you are at a distance from the dangerous things. Who would have thought? Okay, I think I'm gonna take this. I think we have some debuff generation going on. Maybe I'm going to regret not having the Leech Seed, but I'm hoping that our healing is already sufficient. We do need more debuff generation. We have like a dagger. I don't think the sticky bombs are debuffs. They're just a cool thing that happens. So, okay, we got an alloy boss over there. And I see neither hide nor hair of the teleporter. Do the roots pull him in after the teleport? It's like, no. Man, it's nice to play a character who has, like, no problems dealing with wisps. Ooh, red stuff. Oh, just an extra life. Okay. That's promising. Wow, screw that guy and his entire level of health. Also, I guess his boss wants to do stuff. Perhaps we should take that a little more seriously. Oh, high priority. Mushroom guys nearby, bad news. Fortunately, I think they're shooting their stuff at the drones, which is real good for us for a whole bunch of reasons. Not least of which is there is no universe where they will ever make that actually work. Like that. I pushed him. Yeah, that'll show him. Alright. I think it's worth using the lightning on the little ads just to keep things, like, simple here. I really like the fact that we can just attach the seed, the root seed, to large enemies and have other enemies pulled right into them. So you can see we're getting to 4 debuffs on some enemies some of the time. You are killing me with this. I really can't get a single payout. All right, let's just move on. I was hoping we could buy that thing out, but it is being stubborn, ornery, pugnacious even. Okay, do we have sight? Hold on. Wow. These are not very high health wisps. Do we have vision of the teleporter? I'm so bad at finding this one. Okay, let's keep moving this way. Ow. Yeah, geez, even if you're moving full speed, you take so much damage from the mushrooms. My guess is the teleporter is on the ground somewhere, just sort of like in between all of the stone pillars, and that's why we can't see it. I don't think I'm going to print for that. Oh hey, the parent is just like stuck in the air. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't be able to teleport if his feet weren't on the ground. Nope, I will not walk into your attack. I probably could have just left him. Honestly, I didn't need to engage with this one. I like the way they try to be very tricky. They try to teleport in front of where you're running so that you will run directly into the smash, which is a fun behavior for an enemy to have. Ah, there's our teleporter. Because first of all, sometimes I tried to turn around and Sonic Boom myself onto the platform, and no dice apparently. It's alright, we'll just heal ourselves up by fighting real quick. Boy, it would be nice if there were just like a few fewer enemies, though. So this is more healing than I want. But yeah, it's cool behavior because, like, first of all, if you get killed in that way, it feels funny. You're like, oh man, he really got me, and that's in an entertaining way that doesn't usually happen. But secondly, every time you realize that it's going to happen and successfully avoid it, you get to feel smart. You get to feel like you outsmarted the smart enemy. We are not pulling any battle shrines here. I am not interested in battle shrines. We are going to the teleporter, and we are going to go to the final level if we can. I will eventually show it to you. I swear to you it exists, and I will prove it. Assuming that this improves the quality of our Berserk. But actually, no, what's the best way to get to that platform? This might work. Yeah. Hold on to my lightning charges here, because it'd be nice if this thing were all the way charged up when we called in the boss. Okay. Also, I want to wait for my drones to catch up. Despite being airborne, drones move considerably slower than you do. And I do not like it. You I will strike with lightning. Ah, too much danger. It's just getting more and more dangerous around here. I guess a normal parent's not too bad. Alright, let's hit it. We could have adjusted the teleporter to keep looping around, but I don't really... Oh, God. Oh, I hate this. Wow, seriously? I just got completely one-shotted. I mean, like, it's nice that we had an extra life on that. Aurelianite, please continue to distract them. I mean, I assume what happened is we got hit by several of them at once. Like, multiple of them hit me with their projectiles, but that sucks. It sucks that that happens. It's not the way I wanted to spend my extra life. Love you, lightning thing. Alright. I probably shouldn't run through Aurelianite when trying to avoid enemies like this, because probably some of them are shooting at him, and I'm going to accidentally get clipped by them. And I don't even like it when those enemies can kill me on purpose. I especially do not appreciate being murdered accidentally. Okay, we're getting things semi under control. I was really hoping to have that extra life for, you know, fighting the boss. It looks like none of our drones died, which is pretty unusual. Please give... Thank you. Brass contraptions are, I think, probably the enemies who are best at killing drones. So just real quick, do we see any chests around here to open? Because I'm not probably gonna blow your minds here when I say that the final area is fairly difficult, and I would just like to go in there with a little bit more stuff, if possible. Do not do this to me, Chance Shrine. I don't want that. That's not even a good item. It's fine, and honestly, it's probably not terrible on this guy in particular, because the fireball that it turns you into has considerably more vertical mobility than Plant Man ordinarily does. Yeah, let's grab this chest over here that's behind this pillar, and then I guess we're gonna leave? I don't want to be spending a ton of time looking around. The difficulty level will never visibly increase again. The The terrifying infinite laughter from beyond the void is the last level label, but enemies still continue to get stronger every X minutes. Things are not going to get better for us from here. And again, I would like to underline, I have seen the final boss several times. At this point, I have probably fought him at least half a dozen times. I've never gotten there. Take this, mushroom guy. How dare you? How dare you survive? Yeah, a Hopu feather is actually a lovely thing to get. I think the music in the final area is really excellent too. I'm so glad to be able to show this to you all for so many reasons. Alright, we've done it. We've reached commencement. I just now realized that the planet is called Petrichor. Or probably the sun is called Petrichor. We're on Petrichor 5. The music's kind of hard to hear because our character has an unusually loud sprint. There is some nice understated piano happening. This only helped so much. His walk is also loud. Ooh, wow, that just went... I kind of thought the thing here that is clearly preventing that attack from traveling forward would prevent the attack from traveling forward. Silly me. You know what? We could be stunning these guys, actually. No, did that not... I thought the sonic boom would knock him out of the attack window. Yeah, okay, it's doing it. Just have to make sure we're close enough. Unfortunately, our sonic boom is on a pretty long cooldown relative to their attack. It looks like it might be enough. Ooh. Or I might miss him entirely with it. Also, that could happen. I'm a little bummed out that the music came in. It's sort of a not very exciting moment. Wow. What in the hell procced on that dude that suddenly killed him from that much health? Ow, ow, ow. Please stop shooting me with your machine gun. I think this lip should provide us a little bit of cover from these guys on the ground. Get over there. Obviously, their projectile's pretty slow moving, and you do have a lot of time to do something about it. But again, this character not so good at the suddenly going in a different direction thing. And we don't necessarily have to fight all these dudes. We could probably just run past them. As slow as we are, they are even slower. Oof, still got clipped. Aha! There we go. Use the sonic boom evasively. Yeah, that's probably how we're supposed to be doing things like that. That said, every enemy we killed does give us a little bit more max health thanks to the infusion, and we got our infusions late enough that we are definitely not capped on them yet. I think this area is so cool. So that over there, that raised bit, is our destination. This area, I think, in particular, like in combination with the music, maybe better than any other area, really sells the otherworldly awe of the environments in this game, and that I think that that's a big part of what has me in love with it. Like, the gameplay is fun, don't get me wrong, but lots of games are fun. This game is also achieving some tone on top of that, which I am very, very into. Like, there's a desolation to it, you know? What is all that? My drones, yeah, they'll catch up eventually. They'll probably be real helpful for the boss, because I'm not saying that, like, my plan is to spend a lot of time hiding, but I think there's a non-zero chance that we will spend a lot of time hiding. I feel like there are usually more enemies here than this. Yeah, man, our damage output is pretty good if I'm willing to just spam the mortars like crazy. You guys have... Huh. I thought maybe they were fighting a flying. I'm making a lot of noise up there. So there's some stuff over here. Let's check this way first. Well, okay, I sort of sapped some of the drama out of the moment with that buffoonery, but... I think a lot of games would be, a lot of action games in particular, would be very tempted to go, like, hardcore action mode with their score at this point in the run. Okay, here's some opportunities to pick up some items that I don't know what they do and are going to maybe bork the... Let's not pick up a lunar right now, right at this moment. The building on the other side will have some cauldrons in it, where we can trade in items for higher quality items. Ow. I actually can't aim up any further. It won't let me aim straight up. Can we actually get over there? I'm not 100% sure. We're going to find out. But there may well be some red items that it would be worth trading stuff for. Unfortunately, we have no control over what gets traded in, and I'm reasonably sure that cauldrons do not prioritize scrap. So you can't even come in here with some scrap prepared for this. That just constantly does damage to nearby enemies. This is, oh, that's the meat hook thing. I don't think we want that. I don't know. What is that? Hold on a second. Let me... There we go. That should... Nope, I hit my back against the thing. Maybe this would be easier to do over here where we have a little bit more room. Actually, I might even be able to walk partway up this slope. Yeah, there we go. This is... I don't know what this is. Well... Okay, it gave up several of our actually really good items. Kills okay, that's pretty bad. As you might imagine, not a huge amount of killing is going to be done at this point. It's not, you know... The boss fight does have small enemies in it, but it's certainly not, like, a level. Okay, interesting. Did I lose my hope? No, we still have our Hopu Feather, huh. Not sure why I wasn't allowed to... Well, that's not going to work. Ow. You know, it did put us back up here, though. It did put us on the bridge. Are my drones anywhere near... Oof. They are not really nearby. But I think if we don't kill this thing now, we're probably going to get it during the boss fight, so... I'm not leading him very well. Okay. Good, great. Wonderful, wonderful moment to level up. Let's let the, Huh. A couple of them just aren't coming with us, I guess. Alright. Boy, that didn't do any damage at all. That's weird. He does not have a... At least as far as I was aware, he did not have a little bit of invincibility at the beginning of the fight, but I guess he does? Ow. With him dash-a-porting around like that, I'm assuming that our root's not actually... Never mind. The root is somewhat effective. And he does seem to be pretty distracted by the turrets, which is nice. Try to be careful with my mortars, because he can burst us pretty hard, as you have just seen. You do not want to get hit by the shockwave from that. Keeping him perpetually weakened, I think, is going to turn out to be a pretty good strategy. Not 100% sure why I turned invisible there, because I definitely didn't take a serious hit. He's still rooted. Those roots, they're very stretchy. Ooh. Wow, he came around the corner in a very serious way. Oh yeah, I actually managed to sonic boom him back effectively. Some of the drones are participating in the fight. Some of them are really slacking. Going pretty smoothly, although I will say I think this is the worst my DPS has ever been against this boss, so that's a concern. A fair amount of our DPS is tied up in the turrets. If the turrets aren't playing along, we're losing stuff here. Also, I guess I'm not really getting the death mark all that much, because he seems to remain bleeding for much less time than a lot of our other enemies have. I really like the fact that the Sonic Boom pushes him and me back. Gives me a lot of breathing room. This is going. I'm just trying to stay calm. It's going all right so far. One day we'll get him. I don't want to spoil anything for you here, but probably you could have guessed. This is not the only phase of the fight. I'm really worried about the later parts of the fight, given our DPS. Some of it's quite difficult, and I don't want to be in the fight for that long. I missed it with the roots. Okay. So now he has brought out all of his cool machines. Ow! Failed to dodge. The aerial enemies are potentially going to be a problem for us, and again, like, our non-stellar DPS is... Our non-stellar and weirdly spiky DPS is, you know, potentially going to be a problem. Try to lead these guys enough. Did I catch him with the seed? I did. Alright, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Trying to bind a couple of them together. Ah, I couldn't. I was trying to get down to the ground to dash under there. Yeah, our damage output felt really good through most of the game, and then just went all the way to hell right before. I guess when I took the Soulbound Catalyst to see what it did, we lost an air-to-ground rocket launcher. We lost an infusion. I didn't see exactly what all we. I figured it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it seems like it was that big of a deal. Holy crap, that was bad damage. Well, that's a shame. Rex seems great. Rex seems really cool and fun. And someday, I don't like the fact that he kind of has a... This thing could not be happening. That would be okay. But, sadly, we were not quite able to get there. When you come back next time, it's on. It's going to be better. When you come back next time, some things are going to get done, some punches are going to be thrown, some things are going to explode. And we'll see you then.